Tech Cocktail Conversations, candid insights from startup founders, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from around the globe.
My name is Jenifer Boss, and I'm the Director of Business Development with the Mayor's Office in Washington, D.C. It's a really exciting marketing and branding campaign, and specifically an economic development initiative designed to highlight the amazing things that the DC startup ecosystem is doing. We launched a website that's going to highlight the number of companies that we have, the events that are upcoming. For instance, we've got 989 companies so far that are listed on the website, and over 100 upcoming events in the next couple of weeks, and many more resources like job opportunities, etc. This is a pilot program that we're testing the waters of. We have $1 million set aside for now to invest between $25,000 and $250,000 in companies, and then after we evaluate the success of this fund over the next year, we're going to explore opportunities to expand it, change the parameters, but the true design of this is to help those startups that are ready to move out of incubators and into their own spaces and to get to that next level, but aren't quite ready for the Series A. And so there's also a mentorship component to it, so that they not only are taking on these additional operating expenses and this new liability, but at the same time getting the assistance that they need to market their company, to adjust their products, to build out their business plan, etc. We have been working on the life cycle of companies from the very beginning when we started this about 3 years ago. And we initially focused a lot of our attention on getting resources to very early stage companies. So we invested in 1776, we invested in Fortify VC, and we've partnered closely with some of the other incubators and accelerators like Affinity Labs and Acceleprise. And now that that's a space where we feel there's a lot of activity and a number of resources for startups, we wanted to attack that next step. Like, where do I go after I'm done in that incubator? So this is the step there, and then I'm sure there'll be other things to follow. We know that we're going to have a third party that will help us vet companies, identify the needs of each company. It will be very customized so that not everyone's going through the same 3-week, 4-week, 10-week course, but rather you need marketing help, or you need to better develop your product, or you need to work on your HR because you don't quite have the right staff. So that'll be all very targeted, but we're still working on some of the details. It's been incredible. I mean, the growth is just amazing. Last year, we had about 400 startups in DC that were listed on AngelList, and now we have more than double that in just a year's time. We also see that there's a maturity level. There was a lot of angel investment happening before, and now we're seeing many more Series A's come out. So the companies are growing, investors are starting to take a closer look at what's happening. And I think also local investors, not just those on the outside, are getting more excited about what's happening in the local scene. And I think it helps that there have been so many people from the mayor's office and from other key institutions in the area who are supporting this ecosystem as well. One thing that I didn't mention yet that has been long-standing but is important as the companies grow is that we've got a really impressive suite of tax incentives. So for a startup, that doesn't necessarily do a whole lot because you're thinking about capital now, but as they grow in DC, they know that there'll be this safety net to make sure that it won't be too expensive to stay. We have our microsite that's out now, but that's going to be expanded greatly, and we'll have many more resources and serve as a community convener of everything that's available to companies. And I think we really want to expand our reach. You know, we've been working with 1776 and their Challenge Cup across the globe. We helped to fund that initially, and we're really excited about the Challenge Cup Festival that's coming in May. And I think that we have a lot of opportunities with the international space because DC is so unique in that we have over 175 embassies right there in a pretty small geographic area. So I think there's a lot of opportunity in that international space that we'd like to explore.